My name is Amy Wall. I'm an enrolled agent, a federally licensed tax practitioner, and today I'm going to talk about Arizona tax credits. This is a very confusing topic simply because most people don't know the difference between a credit and a deduction, and they don't understand how Arizona tax credits work. So I'm here today to try to explain it. The way to think about Arizona tax credits is as an alternate way of paying Arizona tax. Forget the word credit, it's too hard. It's a way of paying Arizona tax. Most of us pay our Arizona tax through W-2 withholding or estimated payments during the year or sucking it up and writing a big check in February or March. Instead of those things, you can pay a good part, if not all of your Arizona tax by making tax credit donations. There are 5 categories of tax credit donations, and you can donate into every single one of the categories or just one. This is totally up to you, because the difference between paying your Arizona tax through withholding and paying it through tax credit donations is that you get to choose where your tax money goes. Instead of sending the money up to Phoenix and leaving it up to them, you get to pick. So the 5 categories are charity, foster care, public school, private school tuition organizations, and military relief. The details are, there's always fine print. The fine print in this case is how much can you give, who can you give it to, and when must you give it by. So let's start with the charity. You can give it to any charity that's on the Arizona Department of Revenue approved list. Let me show you how you get to the list. You don't have to go through the Arizona Department of Revenue website. Instead, we've made this real easy for you. We keep these links current. You go to my website, TucsonTaxTeam.com. You scroll down about 2/3 of the way, and you'll see important Arizona tax credit information. You click on charity, and then you click on download a list, and there it is. Any organization that's on this list qualifies for this tax credit. How much can you give? For single, married filing separately, and head of household, $400. If you're married filing jointly, $800. Second, the foster care credit works much the same. Again, you can find the list on my website. The numbers here for single, married filing separately, and head of household, $500. If you're married filing jointly, $1,000. Public schools. There is no list because frankly it's any public school, and the list would be super long and they'd have to pay 10 people to keep it up to date. So instead we just say any public school. The numbers are $200, single, married filing separately and head of household, and $400 for married filing jointly. I'm going to skip over now to the military relief credit. This one's a little bit different. They're only allowed to collect up to $1 million. So you'll want to make sure before you give the money that they haven't hit their goal yet. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Once again, you go to my website, scroll down, click on military relief credit, and then here's the link that tells you where they are in reaching their goal of the $1 million, $200 and $400. And once again, the date's the same, December 31st of the tax year in question. Now I've saved the best for last, and that's the private school tuition organization. Okay, these are the guys who can afford to pay lobbyists in Phoenix. So things are a little different for the private school tuition organization. There is a list. Go to my website, click on private school tuition organization, click on download a list. This is the list of approved tuition organizations that can accept this credit. The numbers here are real different. Single, married filing separately and head of household, $1,087. Married filing jointly, $2,173. So with all these credits, a person single, married filing separate, or head of household could donate up to $2,387, married filing jointly up to $4,773, and for most of us, this would pay our Arizona tax in full. Frequently asked questions. The most common one is, how much should I give? I have no idea how much my Arizona tax is. Usually last year's tax return is a pretty good starting point. So just pull out last year's tax return. If you filed a standard 140, it's line 51. If you filed the short form, 148, then it's line 23. This was last year's tax. So this gives you a pretty good idea of what you can donate for 2015. Now, what if you give too much? wow, I overestimated or something changed and my tax isn't that high. No problem. Except for the military relief credit, the other credits can roll forward up to 5 years. So certainly for my clients, I track what's rolled forward year to year, and we make a plan for the coming year what they should give in each category. You kind of have to work hard to screw this up. Okay, next frequently asked question is, God, Amy, this sounds great, but it's already toward the end of the year. Sure wish you told me because I've already had W-2 withholding and I don't want to lose it. Happy news, you won't lose it. They will refund, the Arizona Department of Revenue will refund your withholding. So let me take you through a couple of examples here because I know this gets a little confusing. So let's say you had Arizona income tax of $2,500, W-2 withholding of nothing. You're with the program, you got it already. You've made Arizona tax credit donations, you're married filing jointly, so you've paid $400 to a charity, $400 to a public school, and $400 to foster care. That's $1,200. So you come, we do your taxes, and we go, oh, you still owe $1,300. We just write the check to private school tuition organization of your choice, and we're done. Nothing to roll forward, nothing due. Different example. Again, married filing jointly. Again, Arizona income tax of $2,500. But let's say that you also had W-2 withholding of $1,500. So you've already put in that W-2 withholding. But let's say you're excited by this concept and you want to get on this program. So you donate $3,000 total to the different organizations. So what's the result? Your $2,500 tax is paid in full by your donations. Your W-2 withholding of $1,500 is refunded to you in full. You have a remaining credit of $500, which rolls forward to the next year. Okay, so you see this, it's almost too good to be true, which is why people don't believe it, but it is true. Last frequently asked question is, donations, so does this mean I can deduct it as well? And the answer is yes. If you itemize on your federal return, you can also deduct these donations. So it's a smoking deal. If you have any questions about this, I'd love to help you. Just give me a call or shoot me a quick email and let's see how I can help. Thanks so much for listening.